Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Smalletics channel. So today I am talking about how to track your progress, the best tools, methods, and pros and cons of each so that you can ensure that you're seeing results, and if you're not, you can actually take the steps to start seeing results and then measure that. Measuring your progress, finding some metric in some way, we'll talk about all the different ways, is really important because it will allow you to see your progress happening, and that in itself is one of the most motivating things when you have a goal of any kind. Seeing that you're tracking with it and you're making progress is going to help keep your motivation high and help you keep working towards achieving that goal. So without further ado, let's hop into my favorite ways to track results and the pros and cons and all the good stuff. By the way, you guys, I am doing a huge content audit for Smalletics right now, specifically for YouTube for 2020. If there is anything that you would like to see on this channel that would help you in your healthy lifestyle as a petite woman, please drop a comment below and let me know what you would actually use in your life. What would help you? More workouts, more nutrition, and be specific, and I will add that to my content creation list for the year. That would be super great. If you have any requests, drop them below and I will make that a reality for you guys. Okay, so when it comes to tracking progress, there is no one right way to do it, and a step further from that is it completely depends on the goal. How you're going to measure progress depends entirely on the goal. If you are trying to gain weight, you might measure progress differently than if you're trying to lose weight. If you are trying to be able to do one pull-up in the gym, that is going to look different than if you're trying to lose weight in the gym. You catch my drift? It's going to look different. So step one, before you even try to come up with fancy ways to monitor your progress, write your goals down somewhere and make sure they're actionable. That's not one of the things. Specific, that you have a time frame for them and that you know exactly what you're trying to achieve, and get really specific on what that is that you want to achieve. That is going to help you figure out how you're going to track progress on that goal. Okay, so let's get into it. My favorite ways to track by far are probably progress photos. The reason I like this is because it allows you to see changes that might not be reflected on the scale. That would be body composition changes. I also like progress photos because they empower you to get more comfortable taking photos of yourself in a bikini or whatever, and I think that's just good practice. I think it really can, at least for me, it's helped me get more comfortable behind a camera. It's helped me feel more comfortable just loving my body the way it is, and I also get a fresh perspective on my body as I'm training, and I think it's just been healthy for me. Now, all my clients take progress photos in the Petite Power program, and it's funny because no one likes taking progress photos. Like, I, myself included, now I like them, but for so long, they were like that thing I had to do that felt really intimidating, and it's like, oh, I don't wanna get in a bathing suit right now, and like, I just don't feel good today. You know, you come up with all these excuses, right? But once you actually do it and you have photos from 6 months ago to today, it is so amazing to see how much your body can change when you're consistent in the gym and you're working towards a goal. You can also see changes in your progress photos that you won't be able to see on the scale. For example, if you're working on gaining muscle and losing fat, a true body recomposition, you want to measure your progress in ways that shows changes in body composition, not just weight. Because if you gain muscle and lose fat, sometimes the scale won't change too much, or you could end up gaining a few pounds of muscle, but actually end up looking leaner, you know, 3 to 6 months from now because you have done this body recomp. So the scale is not the only form of measuring, and it's not the most accurate depending on your goal. Which brings me to the second form of measurement, the scale. You can use the scale if you like it. It is not reliable though. I want you to know that if you're using the scale, it should not be super important to you, and it should not be your only method of tracking progress. It's just not reliable. There's so much that is going to affect your weight on a given day, especially as a woman. Changes in water retention and fluctuations, hormonal changes that cause you to retain water, such as being on your period. There's also, if you had a really hard workout the day before, your body's gonna hold on to some extra mass. If you don't sleep a lot at night, the scale might change. There's so much alcohol, having a heavier carb day, it will appear that you gained weight, but it's not weight, it's all water fluctuation. So if you're gonna weigh yourself on the scale, weigh yourself maybe once a week and look at the long-term ups and downs of the results for that, because daily it's going to fluctuate 2 to 3 pounds and there's nothing you can do about that, and that's totally normal. Okay, next up, fat calipers or skin fold calipers. I just bought a pair of these myself after my coach, Fresa Fuerte, you can look her up, she's amazing. She recommended we add this in. I'm tracking all the things right now. You guys can check out my blog, smalletics.com/blog, to see my personal challenge that I'm on. I'm on week 5, crushing it. And I'm using these now. I have not used them yet, but I get the gist. I know that using these can be a little bit challenging. You have to really know what you're doing with them, but in general, you pinch the side of your skin right here on your right side. You try to get a good skin fold. If you can see this, there's like a 0 slider. You put it all the way here. You try to get a good fold, and then you press down until you hear that click. And then when you come out, you will have a measurement, and you can see this is it's in 2s. So based on that, I hit 6 millimeters. So then your fat skin fold caliper should come with a little chart, and it tells you, where you are on this thing. So if you look at, for me, age 26 to 30, and I got a 16.9% body fat, which is generally what I thought I was at. So it's pretty accurate. Is it the most accurate? No, but the most accurate would be a DEXA scan or something that you might not have access to on a daily or even monthly basis, or might not even be one in your area. So you could use fat calipers, and these are going to be good for you if you are at a lower body fat percentage, so maybe below 30% body fat, and you are looking to lose fat. This is gonna help you measure your fat loss. Now, if you are a little bit higher in body fat, using a measuring tape is gonna be better for you. You're going to have easier time tracking your progress using a measuring tape. And what I do, I take measurements as well. I always do my biceps, which I tend to want to grow. I will also measure natural waist. So I'll do that right above the belly button, kind of at the thinnest part of your waist. You could also do belly button if you want. And then I'll measure my hips, so around the butt in the widest area. And then also I'll do my right thigh, and you can do upper and lower thigh if you like. Also optional, if you like, you can do your neck. If you have a lot of weight to lose, that can also be a good measurement to take. Something else that I've started using, I've talked about this a few times, is my Renpho Bluetooth scale. I got this for like $30 off of Amazon. It's a Bluetooth scale. It has these little metal things here that read your body composition. So it takes a bunch of data into account: your muscle mass, your body fat, obviously your weight, it has your metabolic age, it has all of these cool little stats that I like. Is it the most accurate form of measuring these things? Absolutely not. However, if you get this and you find that it's consistent from day to day, then at least you have consistent data, so you can actually see if you're improving or not. Say it says I'm 18% body fat when in reality I'm 17%. If it consistently tells me I'm 18% and I start a fitness goal and I see it slowly go down to 17, then at least it's consistent enough to give me information that what I'm doing is working, right? So there is value in it, even if it's not 100% accurate. Now, there's also fitness trackers, which you can use if you have, for example, a step count goal. I use my watch to look at step counts. You could also have a goal to take shorter breaks at your gym, so shorter rest periods between exercises and supersets. Think about what you want to achieve, and then choose, 2 to 3 ways of measuring that inspire you and make you feel excited, and those will be your best bet. Now, this one's really fun. I always have my women do this, a fitness test once a month. I have my women do a push-up test just to see how their strength has increased. You could do a pull-up test. Again, whatever you're working on, you can do a little fitness test for yourself once a month and see if you're getting stronger. This would be ideal if you have a goal to just generally get stronger. That's an awesome way to test that. Make sure it's the same circumstances, same workout that you're testing yourself on each month. So if you're testing yourself on push-ups, pull-ups, and burpees or cardio, whatever it is, keep it consistent and log how your results have been, and you'll start to see your progress. Either, you're progressing, which is good, it means you've got to keep going, or you're not progressing, in which case you need to evaluate the current plan and track you're on and course correct. Another thing to keep in mind, if strength is one of your goals, I highly, highly recommend keeping a lifting journal, okay? This could just be in your sticky notes. It could be a little Excel sheet. Write down the weights you're using in every single workout and every single exercise and record it. This is so important because if you want to get stronger, you have to use progressive overload. You have to increase your weight. But if you don't know what you're consistently lifting, you're probably not going to lift heavier and get stronger. So make sure you keep a lifting journal. I have fun with this. You just create a fun little one in Google Sheets and voila, download the Google Sheets app. And you can open it in the gym and log in all your weights. You can look at last week's weights and go up by 2 to 3 pounds and just continue progressing those weights so you can see results. Now, I wanna get into some more subjective ways to measure goals, which are just as important. They're very important because mental health during your challenge or whatever you're trying to improve on is really, really important. You have to take care of yourself. You have to make sure that you're feeling good and you're benefiting from the challenge you've set for yourself. So I highly suggest keeping a journal while you are working on your goal. This can be a journal for yourself. This could be a little blog you set up. This could be texting your mom and telling her how you felt after each workout every week. For me, it's when I blog to you guys and let you know what my struggles were, how I was feeling, if I made progress or not. That's what keeps me accountable, and that is also kind of my journal. I might have set my expectations a little too high for that because I have not updated you guys since I think week 1 on my blog, and I wanted to do it weekly. However, I'm working on it and I haven't forgotten about you guys. I just create so much content for you. Adding a blog during the busiest time of the year was probably not the best idea, but I want to do it and I will update it, but that would be my version of a journal. I also think you should keep a journal because knowing your subjective feelings around your workout programming or your nutrition programming is so important to progressing. So if you are following a lifestyle that's not making you happy, then you can learn more about why it's not making you happy through free writing and journaling and figure out, well, what do I need to change to get back on track, to make progress? Keeping a journal just about your feelings and thoughts and how everything is working out for you. If you enjoy nighttime workouts more than morning time workouts, when you feel strongest in your body, the journal will help you so much with organizing your thoughts and seeing, what's working in your current lifestyle and what's not, and then making a plan to move on to the next stage. And think of it as like a fun puzzle to move to the next step. So you have all this data, but you have to do something with it, right? And that's gonna help propel you to the next step. If you feel overwhelmed doing this alone, like I said, just focus on 1 to 2 ways you wanna measure progress and enlist some help. Get a coach, get an accountability buddy, get a friend, get a coworker, get someone involved in your plan, your game plan, and check in with them weekly or daily, and that could be all you need, seriously, to stay consistent. Now, those are a lot of tools, and you don't even have to use any of them because you don't have to have goals either. This is just for you if you do have a goal, and I want to make it really clear that whatever your goals are for 2020 or for January or now, whatever you're working on, I fully support you. It does not have to be a fat loss goal. It does not have to be a weight loss goal. It does not have to be a healthy goal at all. Whatever you're working on for yourself that's making you happier and making you feel more powerful in your body as a petite woman, I fully support that. But for my girls who do want to track their progress and get some cool data and learn about their bodies and work towards their goals, these are the tools I would recommend. And again, don't do them all, just choose a couple and then roll with it. All right, you guys, remember to let me know in the comments what you want to see from Smalletics in the next few months. I'm making a massive content calendar for you guys, and hopefully we'll have so much value and awesome content planned. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, ask me any questions in the comments, and I will see you next week. Bye.